tastes like something.
You know, Wakefield?
Gasoline. That's what this tastes like. Yes, I do know him. The Flat Earther.
The Flat Earther?
Fucking flat earth faced Wakefield.
He needs to stop tagging me in these Flat Earth fucking Instagram posts.
What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you?
I don't know what the fuck.
You're starting to believe he's converting you is what it is.
No, he's not converting me. Yeah. He's converting me away from a fan of Thunderbolt.
Because he's
is
a villain
Gaz
now.
The new Thunderbolt? He is a villain now.
You know what BJ told me today?
What?
Or he told me sometime, but I saw it today. Gaz apparently secretly listens to this podcast sometimes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Busted.
I mean, but he doesn't say anything about it. He just admires from afar.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot.
This podcast, by the way, is Nerd Cult Underground. Welcome. I am Field Mouse.
And I'm really concerned that I just drank gasoline.
You might have.
This is coffee.
Well.
Oh, I'm...
it's coffee in a plastic cup. That's a slushy cup.
So, I went in there.
Yeah.
And I walked around the little coffee island.
Yeah.
Like 17 times. Looking for cups. I even pulled out like the insulated cups.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is weird. You don't do that. You don't put cold coffee in one of those insulated cups.
So it's cold coffee?
Yeah.
That's good. Because I was concerned for a second, like, how did you grab that if you put coffee in it? In a slushy cup.
Yeah.
But if it's cold coffee, then okay. Then at least...
I don't really like warm coffee.
Neither do I. I don't really like coffee.
Wow. Why?
I know. It just tastes like dirt to me.
That's racist.
You say that about everything I say.
Everything anyone says.
You said that because I said Will Smith wasn't a cowboy in Suicide Squad. He is a cowboy in Wild Wild West.
Good night, folks.
Yep, there we go. Thanks for listening to Nerd Cult Underground.
That was fantastic. Great episode. Yeah. Fucking, I told you, man. Thunderbolt's a flat earther.
Well, let's stop giving the flat earther.
Why, you're scared now? He's scaring you because you're converting.
I'm just upset.
Why are you upset?
Because I had faith that he wasn't an idiot. And it just hurts me. It hurts me.
It's the greatest heel turn of all time.
The greatest heel turn of all time.
He was the hero of every podcast.
Yeah.
And now he's a man of deceit.
I heard Doug Benson say that Wakefield was a jerk and an idiot on his podcast.
Really?
I was like, wow, you know that too? And then he said I was a jerk too, but he didn't think I listened to the podcast.
Who, Doug Benson?
Yeah.
Which one? Doug Loves Movies?
Sure. Because I don't actually listen to
that one.
You don't have to bust me on that while I'm making a joke.
I was more impressed that Doug Benson knew Wakefield. It's obvious he would know you.
Everybody knows Wakefield.
Not everybody.
Everybody knows of Wakefield because they listen to our show.
Yeah. Yep. They listen to our show.
I want to change the subject.
You're really uncomfortable by this flat earth thing.
I am.
Damn, man. Why?
Because it's stupid.
You have this quiver in your voice, like you're trying to convince yourself.
To be fair.
Yeah, here we go.
To be fair
to
Wakefield. It kind
of makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. But to be fair to Wakefield, Connie was pissed at me last week because I said that plastic was natural.
What the fuck is wrong with you? This is...
Because everything comes from the earth.
Oh, no.
You have to make stuff from stuff. And my whole thing is, how many times can you take a natural element and mix it with another natural element before it's no longer natural to you? Connie's argument, and we talked about this, and Connie's argument was, if...
Here, give me this.
We gotta...
If we're going down this path...
You're not even talking into the microphone.
Oh, I didn't know we were recording.
Oh, yeah, we've been recording.
I thought we were just talking about Wakefield, because that's just what we do on our free time.
I was ready to talk about comic book movies and nerd stuff, but
We left that in our way distant past. That's not what we do anymore.
But no, we could just keep talking shit about Wakefield and about...
Okay, Captain Natural. It's global warming, by the way.
Yeah.
So plastic's terrible for the earth, and I go through so many plastic water
Plastic
bottles.
does not hurt the earth at all.
Oh, my God.
Global warming does not hurt the earth at all.
Oh, no.
You know who global warming hurts?
Polar bears.
Us. People. We're all going to die, and the earth's going to keep on floating. We're going to take some animals with us.
Not if I have anything to do about it.
We're going to take some animals with us, but the earth is just going to start again. It's a self-recycling thing. Just because it's going to make life uncomfortable for us doesn't mean it's bad for the planet.
For you, maybe.
This has been my TED Talk.
You think we'll ever do a TED Talk?
And our listenership just went down because we already lost Wakefield.
No, man, he loves this. we're spreading his good word. He's a bad preacher, man, preaching the word of the flat Earth. Which you might be right, man. Some of the stuff he sends me, like, it's kind of convincing.
He's not though.
He's some sort of prophet.
Wakefield, stop tagging me in that shit.
Hey, you keep doing the Lord's work, man. That's what he is, Chris.
The earth is round and it doesn't need us. That's my message for the day. The earth is round and it doesn't need us.
And my message for the day is life. It finds a way. I'm so happy about the flat Earth.
What have you done?
I don't know. I like it though. Do I just say things and it becomes real?
I think you do.
It's fucking amazing. Oh, this is a terrible power for me to have.
You turned him into a flat earther. He wasn't 2 episodes ago.
I convinced him that he is a flat earther. Because see, now the trick is, this is how the big dark master plan worked. I make this joke about him being a flat earther. Then he wants to fuck with you and starts tagging you in a bunch. But all the stuff he tags you in, he actually reads, convincing himself of actually believing all these things because he's been bombarding his mind with it, that he in turn actually does become a flat earther. I manipulated him into becoming a flat earther.
Wow.
In the most roundabout way.
Memes, baby.
What can I get JB to do?
Send us money.
Yeah.
Does he have any kids, JB?
I think he has like 4.
Did he steal them all too?
I don't know.
I know
about
Wakefield
that.
stole his.
They're all 9.
They're all 9.
Every single one of JB's kids. Yeah, JB has 4. He has.
Gads has a 9-year-old on the way.
He has. Yeah. JB's kids are Gordy, Gretty, Denise, and Tomas. Tomas, not Thomas.
Why did he name the first one Gordy?
I don't know why. I don't know. It's an English
He
thing.
probably named it after, like,
Doesn't it sound
Gordon
English?
Bombay from the Mighty Ducks.
Yes. Oh my God, that's genius. Mm-hmm. Did we ever talk about who'd be the better lawyer, Foggy or Gordon Bombay? Yeah, we have.
I feel like we have.
Yeah. It's worth revisiting.
Well, I was going to ask you what you think the worst comic book movies of all time are. But I think we
watched one, Catwoman.
That was pretty bad. Fucking awful. And what's funny is I saw one of those what's that YouTube show where the celebrities eat the hot wings and talk?
Hot Ones? Yeah, it's Hot Ones.
Hot Ones or Feast or
First We Feast is like the network, I think. The company, and then Hot Ones is just one of their shows.
I watched an episode of that with Halle Berry, who's gangster as fuck in that episode. But like,
there's some good episodes of that.
They asked her about fans coming up and talking to her, and she said that most of the time fans will come up to her and be like, I don't care what anybody says, Catwoman was great.
No, that wasn't.
I know, right?
Like, who's saying this?
I think Halle Berry's saying.
Yeah.
Her husband keeps coming up to her.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say, honey.
And you know
movie
what?
was awesome.
You know what? Here's proof that dudes will say anything to get laid. That's all that is. because they're just going up and like, hey, look, Catwoman was great.
You know what?
I appreciate
like,
you.
You know what, Hallie? You know what is really funny?
Not you, bitch.
The same thing that happens to that when a toad gets struck by lightning, the same thing happens to it that happens to everybody else. That's the funniest joke I've ever heard. Can I motorboat your titties?
When did you meet her? I feel like this is the real story. You know what her best role is? What do you think her best role is? There's a right answer.
The best Halle Berry role? Besides playing herself in Kevin Hart's stand-up special, What Now? Which is fucking funny.
I like Kevin Hart.
Me too. Hell, I don't know. Swordfish, maybe? And that's not even that great.
No. She played the secretary in the live-action Flintstones.
She did.
That was her best role. Because that was
I
role.
forgot about that. And
that was the role. She was like...
She was really sexy in that role, too.
Yeah, she's a babe. For sure. And I was like 8.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, she's a babe. In my young...
I always forget that until I watch it again, and I'm like, oh, yeah, Halle Berry.
Yep. That's such an underrated movie. I said I liked that, and Ryan Horn ridiculed me. That piece of shit.
Why you hang out with that kid?
I don't.
Oh.
You know it's summer. He doesn't leave his pool.
That's fair. He's the one that keeps telling Halle Berry Catwoman's a great movie.
That's his whole Twitter feed is just at Halle Berry. Catwoman rules.
I'm looking to see what... Like, I haven't seen John Wick 3, but I've heard that she's good in that.
Oh, she's in that?
Yeah.
She wasn't a good Storm.
She wasn't a great Storm, no. She wasn't a horrible Storm like she was a horrible Catwoman. Gothica is a horrible movie. And that's the thing. Like, I hated Monsters Ball.
Gattaca's great.
I did like Swordfish, but I wouldn't call it a great movie. That's the thing. I love Halle Berry, but other than the Flintstones, there's not a movie she was in that I could be like, oh, I loved that movie.
Because she imprinted herself in the Flintstones so long ago. Like, you just have this natural, she's great. She would have been a good Gamora 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yeah. When she played Catwoman, she would have made a good Gamora.
Instead of Catwoman. I did watch Dark Phoenix.
How was it? This is good, because you're actually an X-Men fan.
Correct.
So you can speak to this.
I thought it was all right.
Better than the last Phoenix saga that we saw?
X3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's better than X3. I think X3 is hands down the worst movie in the franchise.
Worse than Wolverine Origins?
Yes.
Wow.
The reason why is because there's scenes in Wolverine Origins I like.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't very many scenes that I like in X3.
Yeah, there's no scenes in X3.
Here's the thing that got me, and I'm going to spoil Dark Phoenix here.
I mean, if you're listening to this, odds are you know the story.
Because you don't care.
Nah.
And, yeah, so I'm about to spoil Dark Phoenix. It's kind of a spoiler. It also happened in the trailer. But, like, so...
She
kills Mystique. But the way she kills her is she, like, telekinetic force blasts her, and she flies back and gets impaled by, like, 3, like, sticks or wood. And it goes through her belly. And it's in the exact same placement as where Wolverine stabbed her in the very first X-Men movie. And I'm like, she survived that before.
Yeah.
Why is it not killing? Why is this killed her now? Because I kept waiting on her to come back.
Yeah.
The whole movie, I'm like, eventually one of these fucks is going to be Mystique. And no, she...
Interesting.
Dead as a dodo.
That's just because Jennifer Lawrence is like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Done with
Don't
this
want
shit.
it anymore.
It's the last movie. I felt like I'm glad that it's over.
Because now Marvel can officially pick it up.
Yeah. And they had some elements in it that I just wasn't aware of.
Like what?
Like the Dabari, which is like an alien race that the Phoenix ate their like solar system.
What?
That's what the Phoenix does. It eats solar systems.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just like a cosmic entity that happened to possess.
It's a cosmic entity that eats solar systems.
Didn't know that part.
But
so it's like Galactus on steroids.
Kind of.
Hmm.
But yeah. So I mean, but it was okay. It wasn't horrible. I think the people that are going around saying, "Oh my god, it's worse than X3," are just looking for fucking hot takes and taglines and shit. Like, eat a dick. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't interest me at all. I'm already kind of bored with X-Men, so
I mean, you didn't like X-Men to begin with, so
yeah. I mean, I appreciated the movies. I can recognize that First Class and Future Past were good.
Mm-hmm.
They were good. I enjoyed watching them.
Yeah.
Was I as interested as watching like even The Incredible Hulk, which is kind of boring too. I rewatched that not long ago, and it was like,
it's.
And maybe it's just the detachment that he's not Mark Ruffalo.
It does have that detachment. I still watch it occasionally, but I always, because whenever I decide I'm going to watch all the movies, which I do often.
Every day. That's how I start my day.
That's always the one I'm least interested in watching. And not because it's bad. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
But it doesn't really fit in.
It's rewatchable.
You're not talking in the microphone.
You're not talking in the mic, Dad. I mean, its rewatchability's terrible.
He keeps handing me stuff while still talking.
The more I watch it, the less I'm interested. So the next time I watch it, I'm going to like it just slightly less than I did this last time around. Like, it doesn't appreciate, it doesn't age like a fine wine. You know which one ages amazingly? Iron Man 3. I like Iron Man 3 more and more every time I watch it.
I do like Iron Man 3 more every time I watch it.
It's because it's just so it's one of the most brilliant.
Happy is hilarious.
Happy's hilarious. The twist is fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they use the Mandarin for, I mean, I'm bummed we didn't get more of that. And what we did get, I'm glad they did it the way they did, where it was like it's a legacy kind of mysterious. There is always a Mandarin, but you never really know who it is because it's like a title that you can just adopt. And it's the leader of this terror.
I appreciate some of the smaller things in that movie, like when Rhodey makes it to the Iron Patriot and gets the president out. He pops open the suit, and like a soldier, he says, "You look damn fine in that suit, Mr. President, but I'm going to need it back now."
Yeah.
And I just think that's a cool line.
Dude, Rhodey's the shit in that. That is the war machine I fucking love in that movie.
Yeah.
When he's in this armor, and what's his name? Kyrian? Is that his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's like burning him out. And he's like, don't all right, here we go. Comes out of the armor and punches him. And like, he's just like, all right, fuck it. Don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
and I love it. Like, he's just a regular dude in a world where people start spitting fire.
Yeah.
And I love how he reacts to that. He's like, okay, you can spit fire now.
You breathe fire now. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
I love him in that. I love that scene too when he jumps out punching him. Because
he just accepts, like, well, this is it.
It's on. This is what's happening.
But that's always been Rhodey, too, because in Iron Man 2, where he shows up to the hearing, and Tony's like, hey, buddy. And he's like, yeah, it's me. Just deal with it. Rhodey just deals with the shit.
Which that's also, I've been told several times that's also, like, the movie's telling you, because we got the new actor this time.
Yeah, the Terrence Howard thing.
And then it's him just saying, it's me, deal with it, I'm here. And it's like, that is his first line.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. God.
And he's been a killer addition to the movies ever since.
And he was, he became an Avenger.
In Infinity War, when he's like, well, that's a court-martial.
Yep.
Like, fucking
badass. Can't walk from what happened in Civil War.
Yeah.
The fight with him and Rhodey is the I love Rhodey.
How many Sue Storms would you give Rhodey?
10.
10 Sue Storms?
10 Sue Storms.
He's the perfect Sue Storm.
Right? I want a Rhodey Sue Storm baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know, Sue...
Fuck you. What's his name?
She has it for nerdy guys, but I think I ship it too.
She
as the kids say, we ship it. Sue and Rhodey.
That's where. Sorry, I got too excited at the mic. That's where Riri should have come from.
Turns out that would be some fucking twisted shit.
That would be amazing.
If they're like, oh, turns out she's adopted, and who's her real parents?
Yeah,
Sue Storm and James Rhodes.
And you don't even have to make it romantic between them. Make it some sort of like clone. Give us like a Marvel widespread clone saga where it's like we have these clones of our favorite heroes and have them take on the mantles. Tell me that's not a brilliant idea.
You know, I could see a few of the geneticists in the Marvel comics saying to themselves, you know what? The Fantastic Four has disappeared.
Exactly.
We don't know where they're at.
Yep.
War Machine just got killed by Thanos.
Yep. We can't risk not having super protectors, so let's take their DNA and just start growing them.
Yeah. And so they take the DNA of Sue Storms and the DNA of James Rhodes and create. And
then you have this whole new race in Marvel Comics. Like you have the Inhumans, the mutants. Now you have the clones. Like
and Spider-Man's like, fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, like he's the most familiar with it. Like it can happen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, they should have fucking done that.
That would have been cool. I'm on board with this story.
Yeah, comes Riri. And that would make me love Riri so much. And
I already love Riri.
But that's my problem with her, is I have no emotional investment there. Like, there's no connection. All of a sudden, and it's not because she's African American or a girl or whatever the fuck it is. It's she just came out of nowhere and is smarter than Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Like, I want more than just like you fucking.
She had to earn me on her own, and she did. I like
fair.
her. I don't think you read it though.
No, I didn't give her a chance. I didn't
and
really care.
And that's fair.
Yeah,
because it's not in your wheelhouse. She wasn't made for you, but like, so why would you?
Yeah,
unless you were just really into Iron Man. But like,
but Miles made sense. Miles, they got me invested in Miles because they were like, well, obviously there's going to be more than just that one spider from Oscorp.
Yeah.
And then here's how we get the spider, the Prowler. Oh, it's his nephew. Like, there was a chain reaction of where Miles came from. And I'm sure Riri has a where Riri came from story, but it just seemed like it happened so fast.
She basically just, I mean, she was she was a high school student, but she just reverse engineered.
Yeah, so she just
the Iron Man armor.
Like, let's give her a it's a boring backstory.
And when Tony figured out that she reverse engineered the Iron Man armor, he was like, a teenager just reverse engineered the armor, so I need to like step up. I'm falling behind in technology.
Great. I mean, whatever. Like, Miles came around with the death of Peter. He stepped up because he felt like he owed it to Peter because he has the same, like, there's a whole much more deeply, like, gripping.
Did Bendis create Riri? I know he created Miles.
Yeah.
That's public record.
He did Miles and Jessica Jones and who else was a big hit from him? Anybody? I mean, he did the Ultimate Universe, but they're just all repeats for the most part.
Those two are the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he created Riri.
So that was just like, I'm going to poop this out before I go to DC.
Come on now. That Riri doesn't deserve that much disrespect. She's a good character.
I mean, I don't feel like it's disrespect. It's just like, I feel like it was a lazy adaptation of a new character.
I don't know.
But that's just like from a writing standpoint. I'm not, you put bait on this hook and I was the fucking fish that swam by. I was like, nah, it's a trap.
I don't think that hook was in your pond though.
I'm in the ocean. I'm not in a pond.
You don't. Well, I suppose you do fish in the ocean. I'm from Georgia, damn it. We fish in ponds.
Wait, there's fish in the ocean?
What?
Hold on. Yeah, that would have been cool. So give us Riri. Who else would have made sense coming from there? Who would you want to see a clone of? Iron Fist and not Iron Fist. Although it would be kind of neat to see I changed my mind on
that one. Riveting.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know.
Make a clone of Quentin Quire and Elsa Bloodstone.
There you go. You can do like trippy ones like that.
Yeah. Which, speaking of Elsa Bloodstone, they showed a trailer for the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 for the Nintendo Switch, which I'm fucking stoked about.
Yeah.
And Elsa Bloodstone's going to be a playable character.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Is it coming out across platform or just
Switch?
Just Switch?
It is 4-player local, though, so you can come over and play with me and Brittany.
Let's do it. I'm so down.
It's
because I love those games.
Yeah.
The second one was fucking phenomenal.
It was short.
Okay, so the first one was good.
Great.
The first one was a lot of fun, but the leap the first one to the second one took in just, I feel like, quality, like graphics wise and like playability of the characters was night and day.
Yeah.
Though it was way short. You're absolutely right.
There was, which is what I hated about it, because by the time I finished it and I unlocked characters I wanted to play, there was no replayability for me.
There's only one replayability, really, like, depending on what side you pick.
Yeah.
You know, like, you play it once and go Cap, you play it the other way, you go Iron Man. Yeah. And then after that, it's just kind of like, well, I know the storyline to both. And
I remember before that game came out, it was, like, the same programming, I guess, as another game that was like an X-Men game.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
I don't remember what it was called exactly, but I do remember, and this is one of my favorite things. I loved playing Nightcrawler in that game. And me and a friend of mine would play it, and he always played Magneto, and I always played Nightcrawler. And we got to a level where you're supposed to, like, free these captured mutants that are, like, in cages. And what you're supposed to do is go through the map, and you find a button, you hit the button, and it unlocks the cages. But what I did was, I figured out I could do this. I teleported into the cage, and that freed them.
Oh, yeah.
And I teleport out and teleport into each cage and did that. And then after we freed all of them, we were like, that's cool. I jumped on Magneto, grabbed him, and teleported him into the cage, and then teleported out and left him there. It was fucking hilarious.
Brilliant.
My friend was like, hey! I'm like, deuces.
Yeah, that's why you can't have that power in real life.
Yeah. That would be that's my second pick for power that I would like. Telekinesis is the first if I can't get that teleportation. It's all about Tele.
Yeah. What other Tele ones are there? Just those two? Telepathy.
Ghost.
Neat. What was your favorite breakfast cereal? Sorry, off topic, but
Fruity Pebbles.
Really?
It's between Fruity Pebbles and Golden Grams, but I'm pretty sure it's Fruity Pebbles over Golden Grams. What about you?
Cookie Crisp.
I liked Cookie Crisp, but I wasn't allowed to get it that often.
Yeah, because it had cookies in the name, and that
Probably.
parents didn't trust it. Yeah. It was no worse for you than any of the other ones.
I know, right?
So it's like, yeah, Cookie Crisp was the shit. Then there was a cereal called Sprinkle Spangles that was around for like a summer.
I've never heard of that one. That might have just been in the West Coast.
No one ever has heard of it. But I got so many of those boxes. Like, I would go through a box of those a day for like that limited time it was out. It was like a weird one-off cereal where it was stars with sprinkles.
Huh.
And I mean like sprinkles that you would put on top of a cupcake or something.
Did you ever get that Nintendo cereal?
I know what you're talking about now. I didn't know.
I don't know if there would be an age difference between us about getting that or what, but
I
like,
don't think so.
It was like there were two different types of cereals in there. One of them for Zelda and one of them for Mario.
I remember what you're talking about, yeah.
Those things were cool.
Actually, maybe I did have the Mario one. That sounds really familiar.
Well, they were all in the same box.
Yeah.
That's what was weird about it.
Then no. I don't know.
I remember stuff like that, like the Ninja Turtle cereal. I vaguely remember the Ninja Turtle cereal not being that good, but it was Ninja Turtles.
Didn't it turn the milk green or something? Or was that something else?
That might be a Ghostbusters thing.
That's what that was. Maybe. I'm remembering Batman, the one that came out with Batman.
Like Batman Forever?
No, Batman, the 89 Batman.
I do remember that cereal.
Yeah. Came with a bank.
With a what?
Like a bank.
Oh, bank. I thought you said a Bane. I was going to be like, Bane did not exist back then, I don't believe.
No. A bank. I had a Batman bank that came with that cereal, and that was the shit.
Cool.
But it was basically like Captain Crunch and shredded your mouth. I remember that much, too.
Yeah. I kind of remember that.
But the Nintendo one sounds really fucking familiar.
That was back when there was just so many gimmicky cereals.
There still are.
Are there? I was gonna say I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't. When I go down the cereal aisle, I know exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. I walk up there thinking, okay, I'm in the mood for Golden Grams this week. Here it is. So as a father,
yeah, just look around. Bane doesn't give a shit about cereal. I guess I could try.
He hasn't reached that age yet where he sees his favorite cartoon on.
Oh, he does. It's just never been cereals. Like he likes Paw Patrol, anything.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Cheez-Its we got the other day, and then when we didn't have the last time when we ran out of Spider-Man Cheez-Its, we went back again, and like the look of disappointment on his face when Spider-Man Cheez-Its were no more. But it's always like those Cheez-Its that have the gimmick never taste as good. There's something weird about it.
Very weird. But I never really delved that deep in. I mean, I love Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are the shit. Do they have Cheez-Its in England? I don't know. I would never move there if they didn't have Cheez-Its. It's true. Favorite cookie? Nutter Butters. What? Nutter. Did you ask me what my favorite cookie was? No, I don't care. I was telling you what mine is. Oh, okay. Nutter Butters are pretty good. Yeah. What's your favorite cookie? Well, I was still on Cheez-Its. But okay. Let's go back. Go back. I'm drinking the gasoline, dude. Like this this coffee's fucking weird. Yeah. Have you seen that YouTube series where they're making fun of David Blaine? No. The David Blaine Street Magic? Yeah, I have. Yeah. I always think of that whenever I think of Cheez-Its. So he turns just orange soda into Cheez-Its. Spoiler alert. Oh no. But anyway, my favorite cookie. It's Soft Batch. What's that? It's just like a really soft cookie. No, I also like those little Keebler sandwiches. There you go. I was talking about like that kind of cookie. Oh. Because for cookie, yeah. There's like bakeries that make those really, really soft, like either. I haven't gone grocery shopping this week yet either. Now you got me making a list in my head. I'm going to need some of these. Let's make your list right now. Yale fudge. And you got me smoking. I need some Yale fudge right now. Let's go. Let's lift. We'll go there. We'll keep this recording and come back. We'll be back and just post the podcast as is with this huge gap where we go. No, I'll just food. Just edit in the Entertainer from like the 20s. Yeah. Yeah. I can play that on guitar. I think. No, I can't. I can play it on piano. I found a guitar and he was like, "Oh shit, no, I can't." We're surrounded by guitars. Yeah. I was going to tell you to prove it. Your guitar is sitting right there. With Spider-Man on it. I don't want it. Forgot it was here. Yeah. Peavy, right? Yeah. So, Fruity Pebbles, man. Mm-hmm. Why not Tricks? Because they're just too hard. Why not Fruit Loops? Same. Apple Jacks are the shit. I like those too. I never got into Apple Jacks. I've never not liked them, but I just... You know what I always wanted to get into? Honeycomb. Honeycomb's okay. Like, I always... Whenever I would get it, I'd be really psyched on it. What? My eyes got dry. He took his eye out, popped it in his mouth. I was just like, is that really it around. Fucking happening right now? Damn. Mind your business. Keep talking about it's a giant rabbit. Relax about it. Yeah. Iron Man 3 again. Boom. Oh man, Iron Man 3 is great. That is a funny line. It's a giant rabbit. Relax about it. What is he? I'm butchering the line, but it was just like he's talking to Pepper. He's like, "And I gave out our address to a terrorist today." Yeah. Man, that was such a fun. And they did Extremist. Like that's what a cool storyline to go with. Which is one of the best Iron Man storylines out there. Man, it really is. For those of you wanting to know, anytime someone comes up to me and they're like, recommend an Iron Man book, Extremist. Oh, all day. Extremist, followed by the Matt Fraction run, which was really good. Mm-hmm. But Extremist is just, if you just want one solid Iron Man story. And a brutal one, too. Yeah. Go Extremis.
They
by Warren Ellis.
They did a motion comic of that too. Have you ever seen that?
No, I couldn't get into the motion comics.
I liked him.
Here I am plugging Warren Ellis's book, and the man still has me blocked on Twitter. Brits, am I right?
Why did you do that to him, man? So, JB, talk to... Who is this?
Warren Ellis.
Talk to Tom Jones.
It's going to be a better conversation anyway.
Yeah. Dude. Cookie Crisp was the
What do you think about Keanu Reeves? Everyone's been talking about him lately.
He's making this like... you know what he's doing? He's pulling... Keanu... Here we go. You ready for this shit?
Let's do it.
Hold on to your butts.
All right.
Keanu Reeves is the white Samuel L. Jackson. That's where he's going.
Keanu Reeves is not white.
White-ish.
He's Asian, man.
You know, whatever.
He's from Lebanon.
Great. Yeah, you're proud of yourself that you know more about Keanu Reeves than I do.
I only know about this because we watched a movie on Netflix called Always Be My Maybe, which is a rom-com.
What?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. It's got the dude that plays Jimmy Woo.
Okay.
He's in it. And Keanu Reeves is in it. And I saw something talking about, like, it's basically a rom-com for Asian people. And it was talking about, like, all these Asian movie tropes that get completely debunked in Always Be My Maybe. Mm-hmm. And they mentioned, like, having 3 successful Asians in it, and they interviewed Keanu Reeves, and he's like, hey, I'm just happy they remembered I'm Asian.
See? That's funny. Okay, well, he's the Asian Samuel L. Jackson now. Like, I think he's just doing shit. He's like, I'll do that role. And then the white version would be Bill Murray. Where he just kind of, because he's like in a new zombie movie with a fucking Kylo Ren.
I want to watch that.
That looks fucking...
I've heard it's bad, but I don't give a fuck. I want to watch it.
But that's what he's, because just like Samuel L. Jackson, he's just doing shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fucking Keanu Reeves.
And Keanu is like, they came up to him and they're like, hey, you want to do some voice acting in our video game, Cyberpunk? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he came out on E3 stage and like presented Cyberpunk, and
some
he's dude yelled out, you're incredible. And he's like, you're incredible.
Bill and Ted 3's coming out?
Yeah.
Like he's just having fun.
I don't think they're gonna do it, but I really, really wish that they would get Kelly Carlin to play Rufus's daughter.
That'd be
Kelly Carlin is George Carlin's daughter, if those of you don't know, or can't, put 2 and 2 together that her name's Carlin. But I thought that would be cool.
And then didn't
poor Alex Wilder.
Didn't Keanu Reeves come up for like a superhero of some kind?
I mean, he was Constantine, but
no, but they offered him, like, they either thought about offering him something, or they did offer, or he said he wanted to play something. I think there was something recent about that. Don't remember what it was, though.
I don't know. His name's been floating around so much, it's hard to tell.
I'm good for Keanu Reeves.
I feel bad for Alex Wilder, though.
Why?
Because he was
Alex
also in Bill and Ted.
Doing all right now. He's doing a Bill and Ted movie.
Yeah.
He's finally got work. He's great.
He's like, I'm back!
Yeah. Nothing's wrong in his world right now.
He's like, now if only they'll remake The Lost Boys and give me a role in that.
They would definitely remake Lost Boys, but they would not give him a role. Mm-mm. They might give Kiefer a role.
Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah.
Oh, God. They are absolutely going to remake The Lost Boys eventually.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like Corey Feldman's band, by the way?
I haven't listened to it.
Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat right now?
Is this a better treat than the Gap Band? Which, as soon as you introduced me to that, and we put that in the show, you're welcome, listeners.
Yeah. Seriously.
I went to McKay's, and they had, like, the best of the Gap.
Yes!
And it was, like, up on the top of the shelf, where they put the, like, cool stuff. I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
Should I buy this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I looked at the track listing on the back. Like, I thought hard on it. I didn't do it, though.
Because they're intimidating.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because you get that, you're never listening to anything else again.
All right. I got a ton of CDs I need to listen to.
Yeah. And the Gap Band is just... No, it's not... It's life-changing, but in... when you... It's like watching a train wreck. It's just... It's hard to look away. No, not the Gap Band. Corey Feldman's band.
Oh, Corey Feldman's band. Okay.
Like, you... I can't wait to show you this.
Oh, God.
Watch it. Can you watch it? No.
I can watch it. Like, what do you mean?
Pull it up.
Like right now?
Why not?
All right, entertain the masses while I pull this up. What is the name of his band?
I don't know. Just look Corey Feldman Band.
That's fair.
That might be what they're called. The Corey Feldman Band. Oh, but oh God.
It's called Corey Feldman and the Angels.
Yes. Yes, it is. And for those of you at home or driving, pull your phone. No, don't do that. Pull over.
I guess I'll play the song on the Today Show. It's hard to tell.
Oh, it's even better. Good. I'm glad we get to see this, him performing live. He's very serious about this too. That's him.
Some interpretive dance going on.
Yeah, that's him. The Grim Reaper meets Green Arrow. Look at that hood.
Damn, look at him go.
Yes. I'm worried you like this.
You know, it's not bad. Oh, that wasn't even connected to his jacket. That was a twist.
Yeah, the hood was just more of a hat that happened to go down the sides of his face.
Come on, let's go, baby.
He is a pretty great dancer, though. I gotta give him that.
As an industrial fan, this isn't bad. Like,
yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Orgy.
Huh.
Like newer Orgy.
Well, maybe that's... But okay, yeah, the dancing you're on board with, though, yeah?
I'm loving the dance. It's almost like he just watched Scott Weiland perform one day and was like, I could do better.
And I can't tell, but is his band actually playing?
I'll have to look closer.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, it doesn't look like they are.
I mean, that's just the way talk shows do, though.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's this guy?
I don't know who this guy is. You just say watch Corey Feldman twerk?
Maybe.
That's what it sounded like. This is what I imagine Gaz listens to.
So you imagine who listens to?
Gaz.
Gaz? Yeah.
This starts playing anytime he walks into a room.
And they're like, get it. And
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, this isn't that bad. That's kind of surprising.
I think it's so
Oh, it's way over the top.
unexpected. It's not Gap Band, but it's something. It's just,
Yeah, it's something different.
it's something that everyone needs to experience a little bit. And that fucking song will be stuck in your head now.
It will be.
Yep.
Go for it.
Exactly.
So, are you saying would you go to see Corey Feldman in concert if he came to town?
Depends who he's with.
But you wouldn't just go just to see Corey Feldman and the Angels?
No.
Okay.
Well, you want to?
No, I was just gonna. If you said yeah, I was gonna give you shit because you never came to an Oliver Twist show.
I don't go to any show. I'm not even going to see Doyle.
Doyle's not coming.
He stopped. He's like he heard our podcast and was like, "Wait, let me see how big this end place is." He's like, "I'm not gonna fit."
He did cancel.
Yeah.
And what was funny is I found out like some friends of mine in a band called Schizo Crisis were opening.
Oh, for Doyle?
Yeah, and so they were stoked. And I was like, and the show was happening on my birthday, so I was like, I think I might go to this. And then like as soon as I thought that, he canceled. But apparently it's like the 4th time he's canceled. Like Doyle is just not very
it's not, his band's not good. It's like he's just kind of a gimmick now.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
Which all the Misfits seem to be a gimmick.
Yeah, Danzig doesn't really do a whole lot, but like they all just kind of wait for that once a year that they do a couple shows.
Yeah,
and then they're done,
and then they hate each other again.
Maybe, but fuck it. The Misfits are back together. So, I mean, if I could pull it up on YouTube and watch the Misfits.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought that was going to happen.
Have you ever seen the Misfits in any of their iterations?
I think I saw Jerry only.
Yeah,
I did see Jerry only. But it wasn't like I went to go see, like he was
I saw
playing.
Graves.
He was playing like some sort of a festival, I think. It just happened to be there.
I went to see the Misfits at 326 Performance Hall with Graves.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And they had a local band called 12 Volt Negative Earth opening for them. I am not a 12 Volt Negative Earth fan.
Yeah. I like Graves era Misfits. But I feel like I'd be more invested if they were just another band.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, not the Misfits. Because when I think Misfits, I instantly think Danzig.
Yeah.
But I like the Michael Graves stuff, too. It's just hard to, like...
The Misfits were trying to be Kiss, which they got close, but they never got to Kiss level.
No one will ever get to Kiss level.
Yeah, that's... Fuck. They got that fucking shit down. Just...
Yeah.
All the stuff you can buy. You can buy a Kiss anything.
Yep. Yeah.
You can probably get a Kiss fleshlight at this point.
I have 3.
Yeah.
The thing about
Kiss... Have you not gotten the cat one yet?
I'm not going to waste my money. Nobody likes... Who is that?
I don't know who any of them are, man. I don't like Kiss.
Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley.
And the cat guy.
And the cat guy.
Yikes. And there goes another listener.
And cat guy. You got nothing to lose. Go. Whatever. So the flat Earth theory. You're not buying it, huh?
I'm not.
You will. He's gonna get you.
He's gonna get you.
He's gonna get you. Sneaky little fucking flat Earth motherfucker. Don't succumb to his seductions.
I'm not going to succumb to his seduction. I'm disappointed in you, Wakefield.
Another terrible comic book movie was...
We're just starting over.
No, we went off on a tangent.
What would you say is the worst comic book movie
ever? Yeah. Well, we're just gonna take Catwoman off the table, right? Because that was already...
Yeah, we already took that down. Yeah. I always forget about Catwoman.
But that was barely a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't at all, but we waited and saw, like, in the credits or some review or something where they said, like, yeah, it is Catwoman. Like, that Catwoman you're thinking, that's her.
We had to pay DC for this.
Yeah. So it's like, okay.
So besides Catwoman, what is your least favorite comic book movie?
I don't know. I didn't really like Spawn.
You know, I don't either.
It wasn't even a fun watch, really.
Yeah. It had John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough.
No, I don't like John Leguizamo anyway.
I do.
There's something about him that just rubs me.
I don't like the Pest.
Maybe that's who I just think he is. Like, I saw that movie and I just associate him with that character forever now. And Luigi.
I do like him as a Luigi.
He wasn't a good Luigi.
I mean, he's not Italian, but I still thought...
What?
His name's Leguizamo, isn't it? I like his stand-up.
I don't. I couldn't watch his Netflix special.
The Latin History for Morons?
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Meh. Passion of
Yeah.
We're so close. So they opened fucking Star Wars Land.
Yeah. Did you go?
Huh?
Did you go?
No. You don't think I would have told you? Or posted about it? What?
No.
Oh, no. I haven't gone to California.
How do I know?
Because I tell you everything.
It's in Florida, for one thing.
No, it's not. Oh, here we go. What do you want to bet? They're building one in Florida, but this one's Disneyland.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, then who gives a fuck?
Oh, my God.
It's not even the real Disney.
It is 100% the real Disney. That's the one that came first. Disney actually went there. Never got to see Disney World made or finished. You're too high. That's what happened now.
I can neither confirm nor deny exactly how high.
You're very high. What should we talk about now? Aliens? What do you think killed the dinosaurs? Do you think it was an asteroid? Of course it was. We know that.
I think it's evolution.
No, but there was some sort of cataclysmic situation that happened.
They're not sure about that, though.
I'm sure they're confident. Right?
No. Science is ever changing. And last I heard, some scientists think that it was evolution.
So they all just turned into ostrich?
Yeah.
Chises?
Basically. I mean, shit, the alligators existed back then.
Yeah, same with sharks. And shit like that.
And they never needed to evolve.
No.
Which I don't understand why a T-Rex would need to evolve into a chicken, but you know. What do I know?
You're not God, okay? Yeah. You don't know.
Don't question the mighty God's plan.
I want to go so badly to the Ark experience.
You told me about this.
Do you want to go?
I'll tell you this, speaking of God.
You hear that gas? We're talking about you.
3-letter name.
Yeah.
Starts with G.
That's going to be the first Nerd Cult Underground shirt. Gaz is God.
All hail Gaz. Gaz, damn it.
So Wakefield's a flat earther. We're starting a cult for Gaz. And then JB's just a chap, just a bud.
We'll figure that out, buddy. But I finished watching Preacher.
Yeah.
Like the first 3 seasons. 4th season comes in August. And there's an episode in it. If you see no other episode of Preacher, know that this episode I don't know what that little tick was. Has the Saint of Killers,
Yeah.
the Angel of Death, and Tulip O'Hare fighting actual Nazis.
Well, that's cool.
It is fucking great.
Man, everything's so much better when you're fighting Nazis.
I know. One of them even has a MAGA hat on.
Those kind of Nazis.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like they went back in time or something.
No, but I mean, the Nazis did. They roll up in like a fucking tank with like their fucking SS uniforms and shit.
Damn, son.
And they flip a bus going to hell. And then like, because the bus is carrying Hitler.
Yeah.
But then the Saint of Killers and the Angel of Death walk up to him like, what?
Yeah, what up?
And then shit's on.
What's Preacher on? What do they have?
AMC.
AMC.
Yep.
Is it on Netflix?
There's 2 seasons on Hulu.
On Hulu, okay.
I do have the Blu-rays if you want to.
Yeah, probably. I'm into this.
We finished the 3rd season so that we could be ready for the 4th season.
There we go.
And I've been watching Nosferatu on AMC too. That's really good.
That turned out to be good?
Yeah.
Because you said you were looking forward to that last time.
Yep.
So is it it's just an extended story related to
so far it's been pretty accurate to the book, other than Vic being older than she is in the book. But they did, that was a specific choice that they made because so that she could be in the next season type stuff. Like,
yeah.
Because in the book it starts off with her as like a little kid, and then like it kind of fast forwards. Like, so by the end of it, you're following adult Vic McQueen, who has like her own fucking kids and divorce problems and shit. And,
yeah.
But yeah, it's a good book, good show. I'm for it.
Are you though? Mm-hmm. I'm not buying it. What do you think of the new Child's Play? I can't tell. Dude, you want to see Brightburn? I want to see Brightburn. Have we talked about that already?
I think I've already seen the Terminator, so I don't need Child's Play.
You don't need Chucky? But it's Mark Hamill.
I know, and I'm twisted, but if there's no voodoo,
it's kind of that was a big part of Chucky was like,
yeah,
I'm a serial killer who knows this magic spell that can transfer
and
my soul.
I can accept going from like a stuffed doll to a more technologically advanced doll. Yeah. I'll accept that, but it's still without the voodoo. I mean, it's just a Terminator from what I heard. I'm gonna give it a try, but I don't have high hopes. I do want to see Brightburn.
And that was the thing too, is like Chucky was so quippy because he was a person, not just like an AI. Like, is this AI gonna make jokes and shit?
Yeah,
that's weird. But Brightburn looks sick.
Playtime, Andy.
Do you like where they went with Chucky? They just got super off the wall and campy. Because they started off kind of like trying to take it serious up through like Chucky 3.
After Chucky 3 is when they did Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky.
And it got all fucking crazy. And then Curse of Chucky.
Did you watch that? Curse and Cult of Chucky?
I didn't watch Curse or Cult. Because Seed, I was like, alright, that's a good ending for all of this.
I disagree in that there's nothing good about Seed of Chucky. I hated that movie so bad.
I liked the Glenn or Glenda reference. And like, shout out to Ed Wood.
I would say, do yourself a favor and watch Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
Because they are good. Because they kind of... It's like they change the style of it, make it darker, make it more serious, but they keep the continuity.
Interesting. Really?
Yeah. So it's like almost a reboot, but not quite, because they don't reboot it. They just move on with the story. They never bring in the kid, but they do bring in the bride. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, notification pop up on the side. I was like, uh-oh. Well, that's interesting. So
it's very good. The Curse and Cult of Chucky. I love those movies.
Which one was better between the two?
It's hard to say. It's kind of like watching Halloween and Halloween 2. Like, they just kind of meld so well together.
Yeah, I like Halloween 3.
Season of the Witch?
Yeah, man. Such an underrated, like, fun Halloween movie.
I thought it was good.
But that is a Halloween. I kind of wish that they just stuck with that and just told different creepy things for Halloween.
That was the plan.
Yeah, and I wish they stuck to it. But then Michael Myers just
fucking exploded.
Super took over.
Did you ever watch Trick or Treat? Mm-mm. That's a good one. It's an anthology movie. Very good.
Yeah, that was it.
Up there with Creep Show.
Creep Show, huh?
Yeah. Do you like Creep Show?
I like Creep Show. Not so much Creep Show 2.
I don't know if I've ever seen Creep Show 2.
No. I always liked stuff like that, though. Like Tales from the Crypt and Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark was the shit.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
I like that stuff. Well, that was what was so good about Trick or Treat. Is it's like Creep Show in that there's 4 different stories. But they all are happening in the same town at the same time. So, like, someone looks out his window and sees his neighbor doing something, and he's like, "Leave me alone," and then he goes back to his adventure, and then later the next story has from the neighbor's point of view while his adventure is happening.
That's cool.
And I just like when they do stuff like that.
I do too.
Think that's when they make those considerations.
Yeah, I like stuff like that too. I'm really looking forward to Guillermo del Toro's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Dude,
that looks fucking great.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for that. And it looks like it's gonna be pretty creepy.
Yeah,
like
the spider coming out of that girl's cheek.
Yeah,
man.
Like it was creep. They were creepy stories as kids, and he somehow seems to have taken like these stories are still gonna fucking creep you out.
It's like, I love that Gilmore's doing it, because he's I think he's gonna show it respect, because at one point in our lifetime, they reprinted Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, but with different art. Mm-hmm. And I know as a kid, that art scared the shit out of me.
That art was creepy as fuck.
And it's still creepy as fuck. Yeah. I'm just able to not, like, cry about it.
Yeah, barely.
Barely.
But
I still stay up at night with my light on in the closet. But, like, yeah, like, I think they went back to the original art. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, though. But I know the trailers look about as similar as it could. One of the creepiest stories I remember from it, I don't think they're going to use it for the movie. But the one where the kids keep misbehaving and going to play with some like little fucking fairy in the woods. And then they come back and their mom's been replaced by some old lady with like a wooden eye and like a fucking tail. And
I don't remember that one.
Man, that used to creep the shit out of me. Like, the whole story is just based around the idea of do what your mom tells you.
Yeah.
Because like mom keeps saying, don't go in the woods. If you keep misbehaving, I'm just gonna leave and you'll have a new mom. It's gonna be this fucking old late hag with a fucking wooden eye and a tail and like and they just don't listen. And then they finally come home and that's the deal. That happened. Oh my god! I just thought of something.
Go. Chase that thought.
So, I saw on the internet, and this goes back to talk about Dark Phoenix.
Full circle.
Yeah. They posted a satire site that I follow posted 48 times during Dark Phoenix where you can get up and go to the bathroom. And the shit was so funny. And one of the things they put in there was, at some point, Beast shows off by hanging upside down while doing calculus, but all of his pens fall out of his pocket, and everybody has to help him pick them up. And I laughed so hard at that joke. Like, I'm still laughing so hard about that joke.
Oh, that's a great visual. That's a really fun visual. 48 times go to the bathroom. I don't know. I'm looking forward to Marvel picking this up.
Yeah.
Don't know what they're going to do. Oh, did you hear that they're trying to, like, get Disney Plus to bring back the 90s X-Men?
Yeah. I don't know who they are, but yeah, I heard.
Yeah. But I think the creators, like the people who did that cartoon, they're
they
like...
miss having money, I guess.
I guess, but they said, or whatever the rumor I heard was that they would pick up right where they left off.
Yeah.
So whatever the last episode was, they're just going to go from there. Which, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. They've done some comic books that are like that. Mm-hmm. X-Men 92.
Yep. But not even that can interest me. The cartoon was cool. I like the cartoon. But I kind of liked the cartoon just because it was comic book content. I was never looking forward to it.
I mean, I loved it. I loved Batman. I loved Spider-Man cartoon.
I love all those.
Spider-Man cartoon has not been released in a complete set.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. Like, the X-Men has been released in four volumes, or the 4 seasons, I guess. Batman, the animated series, has been released a couple times complete. They just released Batman Beyond complete. Or they just did Batman, the animated series, in Blu-ray.
Oh, that's cool. I feel like they had it on Netflix for a while.
Yeah.
The
Spider-Man
and Spider-Man and all those.
Yeah, they did.
But those will probably be on Disney Plus, huh? I mean, if they...
I hope so.
Why not? Why wouldn't they?
Too busy jerking off over the Simpsons contract.
Man.
Over a t-shirt with Bartman saying, "Don't have a cow, man."
I feel like you've done this before. It's oddly specific.
Leaning on his skateboard.
Do the Bartman.
That's right. Shake hips from side to side. I don't know if that's correct. It's been a long time since I've heard the Bartman.
What was the better dance? The Bartman or the Urkel?
The Urkel. All day long.
I'm gonna go with you on that.
I'll put the Urkel over the one from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I forget his name all of a sudden.
Will Smith.
No, the other guy.
Carlton.
I'll put the Urkel over the Carlton.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And over the Barman.
Steve Urkel, man. Family Matters. That show.
That accent. Family Matters. You've been living in Tennessee too long.
Okay, that's racist.
Go back to your state.
No, they can't. They won't have me. Oh. But Family Matters got so fucking crazy sci-fi towards the end.
Yeah.
Where they had like cloning and teleporters and robotic Urkels and like they had that machine where Urkel could turn himself into like himself mixed with someone else. Like there was like that Bruce Lee Urkel for a while.
Yeah.
For an episode.
And the most popular of which was Stefan, which was basically
Urkel.
just Jaleel being himself.
Yeah, swell motherfucker. What is he doing these days?
Whatever he wants.
I
saw him in a CeeLo video. I saw him in a commercial.
I saw him at Fat Bites. He seems like he'd live in Nashville.
Probably. Did you know that Family Matters was a spinoff?
From what?
Let me look it up. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But I find it fairly fascinating.
That is very fascinating.
I feel like we talked about this on our last podcast show, the Comic Grips.
I don't think we did. This is the first time I think we've gone balls deep into some TGIF.
Damn, I am too high. I cannot type Family Matters into my phone.
No, it has nothing to do with...
Shut up!
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what else is a good one? Step by Step.
Oh, it's a spinoff of Perfect Strangers.
Weird. Who spun off?
Harriet. Harriet was the elevator lady in Perfect Strangers, apparently.
What?
So, like, they did a spinoff based on Harriet Winslow, and
Perfect Strangers was the dude and his foreign cousin, right? Balky?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
That's so weird that those two shows would be connected.
And Family Matters destroys Perfect Strangers in the fucking...
I don't know. Perfect Strangers is pretty good.
I mean, Urkel took off like a fucking rocket.
Dude, that was one of those real, super merchandising moments.
Yeah.
Like Dukes of Hazzard and like all those, like there were dolls and lunch boxes. Like I'm sure there was like a Urkel sleeping bag at some point. Yeah. Maybe I'm making that up. I'd buy one.
I'm pretty sure there was.
Interesting.
It went on for 9 seasons. Had 215 episodes.
You know what? We should change this podcast into just watching the entire run of Family Matters and commenting, doing commentary.
We could have a spin-off podcast.
Let's do it. Family Matters. I like this idea. Oh no, you know what we're going to call it? We're going to call it Urkel Circle.